We are live, and we're going to do it outside because it's nice out. There it is. My feed is out there. There it is. Echo chamber is on. We're good to go. We got 0 people except for Daniel Adami. Oh, now it's showing 2. Now we're up to 7. All right, we're getting some numbers in here. We're getting some numbers. As you can see, we're outside, and we're on the back porch here, so we don't get as much of the traffic. A little bit of wind blockage here. You still get birds, but hey, is that a bad thing? Or the birds a bad thing? So we'll get some people in here, and I'm not sure what we're going to talk about today, other than the obvious. It's Easter, but some of you may not be religious, or may not be a big deal or a big holiday to you. So there's several ways to look at it. If you're pagan, you can look at it as the spring. What is it? The spring equinox? Is that right? But that's a different date, I think. And if you're a Christian or Catholic, you're looking at Easter Sunday. So we'll get some people in here. We'll do some shout outs and talk about what we did today and what we're doing tomorrow and everything else. So chocolate. All right. We got Data Ladami, Charles Brandt. Happy Easter. Good evening. CMS Express. Let's see. Spooby. Nothing Witty. Haven't seen Nothing Witty in a while. I wonder what's up with that. Light Bright. Happy Resurrection Day. Next Gen. Happy day, sir. Charles Brandt. Very important to you. Very good. Very good. Twitch. Hope you and yours had a blessed day. We did. Ratman Roden says chocolate. Doug Thompson, good evening from Woodhull, Illinois. Where is Woodhull, Illinois? Dennis Richardville, happy Easter. John Armstrong, happy Easter. Spooby asked what you do today and what you're doing tomorrow. Thomas Wilson, you made one. Yes, finally. Happy Easter. Hope you and yours had a good day. We did, man. My son's feeling a little bit under the weather, but other than that, we did our thing this morning, and we had a walk in the woods. The youngest went Easter egg hunting, and we did church with the family, and we just kind of spent a night. I mean, it's a gorgeous day out here. It's just perfect. Barely a breeze, 72 degrees. I mean, if every day was like this, it would be awesome. Went to the other house, did some stuff over there. We got a little bit of an uphill climb with that. We got to still figure out if we have busted pipes in that house or not. And then we're looking at a few things over there. And let's see what else. Made a ham for the brunch, and that was easy though. And other than that, it's been a pretty good day. So gave up social media for Lent. I didn't do very great at it. Sitting at now on hold. They have had a COVID outbreak inside. I may have to go get tested. Waiting to see. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you're okay there, Thomas Wilson. Dalton Clark, good evening. So, for those of you who had to work this Sunday, I hope everything went okay and traffic wasn't too bad. We're heading to Illinois tomorrow, begrudgingly. but I got a kind of a crappy rate for it too. I was kind of surprised, but when you need a specific load to do a specific thing, um, you have no leverage. So it was literally the only load going out to that area. So I was kind of surprised. Now I could have taken the chances and booked tomorrow morning, but that would just complicate things with what I need to do. So Spooby drove by my house today, didn't even stop and say hi. Awesome, Steve. Glad to hear you had an awesome day. It's definitely beautiful. I got to spend Easter with godparents here in Texas. Maybe last one. You just never know. Fly home tomorrow. Big Houston, what's up? Yeah, I mean, we found out that the woman who used to be the minister at our church, her husband passed away um, recently. So, life is short, man. It definitely is. Woodhull is 30 miles south of Moline. There's a pilot here. Okay. Yeah, I'll be heading up to Peoria area tomorrow. So there again, Steve, there are 40 foreigners here to pick up, and I'm the only one here. Well, Thomas, I mean, kind of toned down on that language there. I had to take a live feed down because that was brought up, and Google's been kind of attacking just that subject. So, you know, but it is what it is. It looks like I'll get a good rate coming out of Illinois, so I'm not sure which direction we're gonna go. We might just poke around outside of the state for a minute. I've been doing really good with the short haul stuff. I mean, my expenses for March were almost nothing. And I worked all of March, whereas February I didn't work hardly at all, because of weather and other things, and my expenses were through the roof. So imagine that. Clyde, what's up? Have you heard from Pale Rider, or did I miss the Friday night show? No, Pale Rider did not go live because he had a late night. He told me to go live in his place, and I wasn't in the mood. And I had just gone live Friday morning, so I really had nothing to talk about. I kind of don't have anything to talk about today other than, just, I've been watching, I haven't really been watching a whole lot of trucking stuff. Trucking stuff's been kind of slow in our world. I don't know, I've just been enjoying the weather. It's just been kind of, I don't know, collecting my thoughts, I guess. There's a lot of things on my mind. There's a lot of things that are coming up this summer that I'm going to have to deal with personally. And we're just trying to figure out what the next chapter is with family members, and also with taking the Robert Kiyosaki idea of multiple streams of income, and just trying to keep my head in a good space. I've been fighting depression here a little bit here lately, and I'm not sure where it's coming from, other than maybe the social media stuff. It's all doom and gloom. I went to a tool store, and they had freedom pills, and they're still running about a buck a round. So, or else today would have been a good day to do some practice stuff. So that's kind of depressing. I don't know. It's been difficult to be uplifted here lately. But you did not miss a Friday night show there, Mike. Let's see. Elvia Adami. Good to see you in here. Cascade Transport, how's it going? Thomas, we end up turning the water off because we're not sure if we got a busted pipe out there, so we got to take a day when we know all the freezing's done, and be there with the plumber on site to kind of check things out and have them turn on the water and see if we have any issues. The basement slash crawl space is I can't get in there. I'm too big of a guy, and so we got to be real careful. And so we just haven't had a chance to deal with it. And then I tried to mow my lawn yesterday, and that was a disaster because I'm not really good at maintaining lawnmowers, and I'm afraid to take things apart and not be able to put them back together because I have done that with lawnmowers in the past. And so we took that to my wife's nephew today, and so we're going to have some jungle grass here going pretty quickly. But I'm sure it just needs some maintenance, hopefully. So we're having some issues. You got a review video coming out, Big Houston? Review of what? Steve, you can always call me. I'm a good listener. Charles Brand, I appreciate that. I've got a really good circle of friends. And I wouldn't say it's like depression like I used to get before my weight loss, but I've definitely, I guess, I've been kind of complaining about this for a while, but I guess distracted is probably a better word. And there have been days where I put my phone in airplane mode. I still leave my business phone on if Jeff needs to get a hold of me, or if any of the drivers need to get a hold of me. But for the most part, I've done that a couple of times, or a lot of times instead of audiobooks or podcasts I'm listening to music. So, yeah, Clyde, that's kind of where it's at. Always good to smell better in the morning. Yep. When you're down, just remember you're inspiration to someone. Life is funny that way. I know, Next Gen. I appreciate that. I've had several people tell me that. I bought a zero turn. Can't wait to get home, get a beer, and cut grass. That's the other thing. I've got a riding mower that I got to go pick up. It was my mom's. She doesn't use it anymore, so we're buying it off of her. But I have a flatbed trailer that has a flat tire. I got to deal with that. And there may or may not be a license plate on that trailer, so I gotta be careful with what I do with that trailer. What's the worst that can happen? You can pay someone to put it back together. Go for it. Cascade, the last time it did that, I was able to take it apart. We fixed it. It felt really good. I watched a couple of videos, but I think where I'm lacking is tools, and what I needed to do for the whole troubleshooting thing, I didn't have enough tools for. So, like legitimate tools, not my code word tools. It's your review of your new headset. Big Houston, it would have been nice if you would have put that up last week. I just bought one. So far, the two things I don't like about it is it does connect to both phones, but sometimes it doesn't want to connect to one. Now, I did find an app that you can download for a Samsung to where you still get the rings and notifications off the phones and not in the headset. Because with the Voyager, I would have to turn it off because I hate wearing headsets. I'm not the guy that's got it glued to your head all day. And so, but if I left it on, I couldn't hear the notification, so I had to turn it off. It was real easy though. You just click, boom, 1, 2, boom, it's all connected, right? But this one takes a little bit longer. So, but I can also leave it on throughout the day, powered on, and so it's not bad. Now, comfort level, it is no different or no better than the Voyager. So I was kind of disappointed with that. All the stuff going on, I don't watch TV much anymore unless it's an old movie. Thomas, I don't watch TV. If I do watch TV, it's a movie or it's a TV show like Shark Tank I like, or Forged in Fire or something like that. There's a really good series on Sundays called Food That Built America, or The Food That Built America, and it's like the origin stories of like McDonald's and Hershey's and Kraft and stuff like that, and that's pretty interesting to see unrestricted capitalism allowed to grow. You know, the entrepreneurial spirit that was allowed to flourish in earlier days, you know, before all the crap hit the fan. So, buy an X mark. What's an X mark? Show us your backyard. No, I'm not doing that, Daniel. When I need a tool, I go buy it. I go buy it. Good business deduction. Yeah, but I mean, it, when I don't even know what I need, you know, trust me, we bought a power washer last year, one of those electric ones, and it works really good for what I need. I have yet to put it on the truck, but it works really good. Um, so yeah, I'm look. I know how to do deductions for sure. I apologize about that, Storm. I wanted to make sure it was working good first. No, I get Big Houston. I'm just giving you crap. It's fine. I'm sure there was another review out there somewhere, but I do know that my old blue parrot still works. When that charge cord goes though, it's a weird. It's like a round. Um, it's a round charging, and I've only got like a 12-volt charger for that. So if that charger dies, I don't know where I could buy a replacement. Whereas the newer blue parrots actually have a USB. Um, or else that blue parrot would still be good if I just had to use one phone. Boycott Facebook, you'll feel better. Facebook's not really. Well, Facebook is a distraction. I will admit that, but I'm not on it like all the time. And when I do, I've got a pretty good filter on it. Um, you know, seems like all my feed is good. You know, funny pictures and holster advertisements. I googled one holster company, and now Facebook thinks I need to have a collection of 50 from 20 different companies. And it's weird because I don't even own any guns. That's weird. It's really weird. I gave Snorelord my review of my headset. I actually got one, Cascade. I got one the next day. So you waxed and polished the wheels this weekend. Good deal. Orion, have a Kubota ZD 1211, and it's awesome. Great zero turn mower. This yard is too small for a zero turn. I've got a John Deere that I just need to go pick up and get it restarted, and we might have to make a stop here because the grass is going to be so long before we got our mower back that we'll have to use something with some power. But we'll probably take care of that hopefully next week. Probably just I need to charge the battery, but I figure I'm just going to buy a new battery for it, air up the tires, and put some fresh gas and see what happens. Hire a landscaper. Our yard is too small for that, and we have someone that helps us out with the other house. Yeah, Charles, I got one of those too. May have a charger for that old blue parrot. I'll check when I get home. Okay. I have a collection of 50 accounts on Facebook. Yeah, you do, Orion. Looks like a brand new truck. I did the whole frame and engine bay too. Like I said, quality is just as good. I like Cascade. I sent you an app. I sent you a link to the app or a video explaining how to download the app to get the sounds from your phones instead of your headset, so you can leave the headset on. I like that aspect. I didn't know if I could do that with. I guess I probably could have done that with the Voyager, but it's a little bit more comfortable than the Voyager, but not by much. But what I do like about it though is it gives you an extra phone thing, which Plantronics does not. So there's that. And so what I did is I took Plantronics, and it's at home here. So when I'm at home and someone needs to talk to me on the phone, I can just click it on and we're good to go. Yeah, I've seen that. Need to check that out when I get on the road tomorrow. So where are you heading there, Cascade? But yeah, I mean, look, I think we're all distracted to a certain extent. You know, things aren't quite back to normal because of COVID world. You know, we're keeping an eye on what's going on in Minneapolis, and we're just, you know, it's easy to dwell on things. It's easy to dwell on the wrong things, and sometimes I dwell on the wrong things. So, Ontario, California. Well, they shut the plant down. Wow. No. Nope. Nope. Thomas Wilson. That's all I'm going to say. Indiana's completely open. There's a really good video by a guy named Dr. Reality that talks about how the mask mandates have been lifted in Texas and in Mississippi. And it's really interesting, the viewpoints that he brings up about herd immunity, and it's pretty good. I highly recommend that video. Oh, that's something I did. So I went and saw the new Godzilla movie. If you guys don't know, I am a big Godzilla fan. I don't know if you guys... I have a Godzilla tattoo. And without any spoilers, it was really good. The ending wasn't quite what I expected, but it was still good nonetheless. It's making money, so they might, you know, keep going with the franchise, which would be cool. A little couple of shout outs to the old school, which is kind of neat. Every director's been able to do that so far, which is nice. And we enjoyed it. I went, my youngest daughter and my oldest daughter, the three of us went. And we had lunch, or dinner, I guess, afterwards, and it was a good time. That was one of my goals when I got home this weekend, was to go watch that movie, because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Ontario, Canada, back in lockdown. Charles, yeah, I liked it. We don't have HBO Max, so, and I wanted to see it in the theater. You know, it's not every day that you get a chance to see a Godzilla movie in a theater, you know, so I enjoyed it. There was a few things that are like, you know, but for the most part, I give it a 7 or 8 out of 10, you know. History shows again and again how nature points. Always a man. Go Godzilla, right, TC Boggs? And in Texas, the mask mandate had no effect on case counts. Their data is about 90% compliance. I'm starting my dedicated deal with your current company. Can I play that song now? I could probably play the beginning chords. Yeah, I could probably figure it out by ear though. If I sat down, if I had enough patience to sit down and try. I'm not really good at like sitting down and learning other people's songs. I've never been a big, huge fan of that. I know that's weird for a guitar player, but it kind of sucks when you want to jam with people and they're like, well, do you know this song? No. Do you know this song? No, but I could do this, you know. But we've done our share of covers. The bands that I've covered, as far as like in a band covered, I've covered Nirvana, an obscure song. Obituary. Um, Candlemass. Nothing witty. What's the name of the artist?
Pestilence.
Pestilence. Yeah, Pestilence. What's Nothing witty? What's the name of the one that we were doing in Sulk? That you've heard. The Pestilence song is my wife actually sings on that song. And that can be seen on Snorelord's old channel. Trucker Lisa, good to see you. Let's go do the guitar. I thought about grabbing my wife's bass and doing a live feed with that. Just for something different. Good evening, Nomadic Brit. How's it going? I'm working entertainment. You did Motley Crue. Oh yeah, Motley Crue, Jamie. Yep, thank you, Jamie. Forgot about that one. Oh, COC. We did a Corrosion of Conformity. We did Voting with the Bullet. We did that song. All right, Cascade. Shout at me tomorrow. Yep, got on your playlist, Thomas Wilson. Slayer. Yep, we did a Slayer cover. That is true. So, oh, and I've done a Flotsam and Jetsam cover. So yeah, we're all over the place with our cover songs. You know, we were gonna work on a Metallica song, but I don't know. I'm not a good enough lead player to do a Metallica song. Dance. Wallace Ober, how's it going? I'm not going to dance for you, Orion. So yeah, so the covers that I've done, it's because, we were sitting around as a band. Hey, let's do this song because, 3 out of 4 of us or 2 out of 4 of us would know it, or 3 out of 5 of us, depending on what it was. Now there are songs I would like to cover, like turn them into like almost thrash death metal songs. Oh, Twisted Sister was one that I can play. Captain Howdy and Street Justice, those are simple songs to play. Crowbar, I would love to do. I would be in a Crowbar tribute band. Jamie, you hear me? You hear me? You and I, Jamie, we could do the Crowbar cover band thing. We could totally. I got the beard to pull it off. Come on. Play some smooth jazz and I will love it. I could probably fake some jazz.
Sorry, I keep interrupting. Hi, Jamie.
Yeah.
Y'all need a bass player for that Crowbar thing, right?
You and the wife needs to do a live feed playing. Well, Mike, the problem with that is that she hates the camera. And she, I have done some videos from practice back in the apnea days. And so if we ever get rehearsing again, we'll probably do that. So fake it all day so I can enjoy. Look, what I would love to have is some recording equipment, and I've got a little, like what they call a little portable 4-track. It's a digital recorder, but it's kind of outdated. And I need some effects because I think I can do some really like non-metal clean channel stuff. With some effects and make it sound like something you'd hear, in the elevator or something. Thomas Wilson and his caricatures. Snorelord is going to pull a 180 and start playing Barry Manilow, Copacabana. No, look. Someone asked me one time if you couldn't play metal, what would you play? At one time, it would be blues, but I think I've changed that answer to Viking music. You know, get some medieval instruments going on. I think I'd like to do that. So, oh, shout out to James Best and Thomas Wilson and anybody else that contributed to the live. What was it, Friday? Those guys raised $5,000 for Country Time, and if you guys want to put Country Time's Cash App in here, please do. That was awesome. $5,000 for one of our fellow drivers that's dealing with some cancer. So that's really good. But hopefully we can kind of get a few things behind us so we can start concentrating on music again. I think that would be cool. Thank you, Charles. I don't know if that would interest you guys. Probably not. That might have to go on the old channel, but you know, or maybe I'll do a membership thing and start doing that. But you know, Spectre match the donations. Good deal, little like coach. I can be good at improv there, Wallace. Because I've got a decent ear, I think. You know, you tell me the chord, and I can kind of figure it out from there. You have to be depressed to play the blues. That's kind of the problem. I've always been into the slow, depressing metal, like bands like My Dying Bride or Paradise Lost, or you know, like older Candlemass and stuff like that. And when we were practicing with the Doom band, it was like we'd laugh and joke, and we were far from any of us being depressed. And so it was kind of a weird thing that was going on. So I'm definitely in a better headspace. So it has made music kind of like my inspiration's coming from different places, which is kind of, weird. For the first time in my life, I'm not like rage, Yep, Spectre put in $2,500. That's awesome. Little Viking coach. Hey, Chuck. Give me a beat, boy. Free my soul. Want to get lost in rock and roll and drift away. There you go. But we all change. Everybody like gets on to Metallica for not playing the same Master of Puppet albums over and over. Or writing the same albums. When you get older, man, you just kind of, things change. Just jam on some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, that's the problem though. Is another group that I like that might surprise you guys is 16 Horsepower. How many? Give me a thumbs up if you've heard of 16 Horsepower. If you go to my old channel, The Life a Week with Trucking with Snorelord or some stupid crap like that, I actually use the 16 Horsepower song. Smooth jazz is uplifting and positive. I know you have it. Just do it. Think uplift and let it flow. I'll be back. I have to see what's going on here. Doesn't look good. Dana Ladami, thumbs down. Nothing witty. Does that thumbs down mean you hate 16 horsepower or you haven't heard of 16 horsepower? Okay, so seek out a song. Seek out a song called Black Soul Choir from 16 Horsepower. Little Viking Coach, I think you probably, maybe you've heard of him. Put up a link to that video. You've got a wrench here, don't you? Yep, you do. So you can post a link. Or Daniel Adame if you want to do it. Black Soul Choir. That's a great song. Uh, it's kind of a dark bluegrass. And in the documentary with the lead singer is really, really interesting. He got off the road and stopped writing music when his son was born. His son was born with Down syndrome, so and he lives in a nice, humble house like mine, and he's not rich by no means, but he's definitely one of the better songwriters. There you go. Thank you, Daniel. So it's kind of like there's an artist that sings a couple of songs in the show Ozark, on Netflix. That guy's pretty good too. I can't remember his name. And then I listen to a lot of like Viking medieval type music, like Wardruna or Hyalung. A couple others I can't even begin to pronounce. Merker. You know. Yeah, we have these motorcycles that just literally go down Glenstone and just race back and forth. There's a biker bar just right over here where they like to do burnouts in the parking lot and stuff. So it gets pretty noisy out here. It's kind of annoying. That was kind of nice about what we were doing earlier. Wife and I went in the woods and there's no traffic in the distance that you can hear. Ironically, though, we heard gunshots, but it was probably someone practicing on the range out there in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the 60 horsepower. That and Woven Hand. That lead singer did do a project called Woven Hand. That's really good too. So I could see myself going in that direction as well. He's one of these musicians that's kind of a jack of all trades. One of these days I'm going to get a dulcimer. Not a hammer dulcimer, but just a plucking dulcimer. And, gunshots could be the biker bar too. Not out in the country where we were. Now, if you're in Springfield and you hear, inside Springfield, Missouri, and you hear gunshots, yeah, you're probably hearing gunshots. So, Springfield's got kind of, there's a reason why Live PD was here. So, and we had, Springfield was the first city to put a fatal cop shooting on the TV show. We have that title. But speaking of gunshots, there's 4th of July is right around the corner. So hopefully ammo will get cheaper by then. Barcode is the thing on YouTube now, Snorelord. People are doing modern covers with medieval instruments. Yes. There's I came across some Gregorian chant stuff that does all these popular songs. Like there was a Gregorian chant of Metallica, Enter Sandman. I thought that was kind of unique. But yeah, that's I've seen that, TC Bob's. Man, that one bird's mad. Look at that, he's trying to get some. Oh yeah, I gotta love it. Oh. The city there always gunshots and the man-made Vikings going crazy. Thank God the city is 10 miles from me, Charles. Yeah, we see a lot of I mean, we hear a lot of ambulances going down and all that. So Justin Johnson, okay, Jamie. I'm sure my wife's watching; she'll remember that. But so we'll be back to trucking tomorrow, and We'll have a special guest in the truck if he wants to be filmed. Giving him a ride to his truck that broke down there in Illinois. So it's good to have friends like that. You know, we had a friend actually go pick him up from Illinois, and I'm going to take him back. Dinner ready?
Yep.
All right. So this live feed's done. Dinner's ready. And I'm going to eat. So you guys take it easy. I'll read one last comment. There's a female drummer from Germany that does a lot of cover songs. Can't think of her name offhand. Make sure the red chicken is good. There's some really swampy. Okay. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And be safe, be good, be profitable. Peace.